Richard, what the hell is going on here? Oh, hi, smoke effect. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Hey, Emma, what's going on? Not much, other than a certain blue box, but, were you making preparations to get my Scott out of, Orcus jail, by the way? Oh, and I've reviewed the tape. You've mispronounced Orcus, for the last couple of... Look, Fall of X has been pretty busy on all of us lately. You can understand that, right? You know, though, I never thought you would, come back here and interrupt him, but, here we are. Anyway, hello, everyone. This is, the great Emma Frost, or Stark, for the superhero community. Real No Flies, with Retro describing what is this I'm seeing. Oh, whoa, hey, what's up? Yes, Emma Frost of the Hellfire, Association / Gala. Wait, it's called Association in your Earth? Okay, whatever. Yes, Captain Britain, we have a bit of a situation. Do anything have anything to do with the Britons of, Braddock? No, unless they have Tower London, credentials. Not that I'm aware of. Anyway, what is this damn box, long story short, Retro? I never thought I'd get to do an anniversary all this time. Anyway, hey everyone, Retro here, and, I'm assuming, Connor is getting the, rigging, right? Yes, he is. Connor, on it, Mom. What exactly are you reviewing? Holy crap, I never thought you would do it again. Yeah, same. Anyway, it's the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials. How did she know that you watched it over the weekend? I don't know. It's a unit. They're more thorough than you think. No, they're not. We are. Right, I'm gonna go, I guess, discuss your superiors as seeing how this box gets out of here. Transgenerational and time to morphing and a lot of... Well, not figure destruction, I know that much. Well, I'm gonna get into this thing. It's kind of bigger on the outside, ma'am. Okay, I am a multi-generational telepath. I can get in this thing just fine. She ain't gonna like that, I can tell you that much. Oh, we're gonna see the new man in question, or is he more male presenting? What was the regeneration like? Bi-generational. We'll talk about that in a minute. Are you good with that? Yeah, obviously. Alright, well, first things first, let's talk about the specials themselves. They're actually pretty good for, the 10th Doctor himself, David Tennant, and, his final companion, during his era, Catherine Tate, coming back, as well. They did a pretty good job. Yeah, Donna was still donning, going through stuff, pretty much, answering for the audience kind of stuff, like, very late in the game, like, Russell T. Davies there. My overall thoughts of his regeneration from... Chibnall era back into Russell is a little all over the place. I know it was a little controversial with the era coming back as well with Jodie Whittaker's departure, and since I'm here, my dearest apologies of dipping out before I think the Timeless Child situation was happening, as it was new, so my bad in advance there, and I probably should have shortened this just in case of YouTube copyrights. There's a reason why this is like shortened out on the images, just in case. So, for regular audiences, I never really got around to covering David Tennant era episodes, let alone the 10th Doctor era as a whole. So, since this is going to be a quite retro review of that era of the show, he was good. Now, don't get me wrong, as an American audience, myself here, I didn't really get a whole cusp of, like, how regeneration works, most of the lore, and yeah, you could definitely tell David at that time was all gun-ho to do about it, because he's one of the few Doctors that got to be fans first, then actors later on in life. I think the closest one other than David over here was Peter's fifth. Which Peter? My bad in advance, and like always, IMDb down below. So with that, I guess timey-wimey stuff out of the way, what did I think of the last episode in the special, The Giggle? Well, but before we get to that, the first two specials were actually solid stuff, like very standard Doctor Who fare. Another weird thing I've noticed about all these specials is they got a huge deal with Disney Plus to air here, and I think the Christmas special next week as well, for the 15th, so we'll talk about Shuti's performance there in a minute. That all said, they're good, pretty much standard stuff, bottle episodes, so that Donna and Doctor can... catch up on stuff they've done in the past. More or less in Donna's first special with him was pretty much her side of like how she handled and everything. And speaking of, her granddad Wilford, if I remember his name correctly, again, IMDb down below, sadly passed away during the filming these three specials. It's very telling in the third special, but unlike previous projects I've discussed here on the channel that have a very fun time being ghoulish with passing actors, this series apparently did it the best when it comes to honoring the late actors they have in their family. So, good news there. Now on to basically the giggle. To put it bluntly, with Neil Patrick Harris's villain in this episode is actually harkening back to all the way back to the first Doctor days of the toy maker. And wow, my computer really wants to just... Anyway, for more stuff aside, yeah, what do I say about MPH doing this performance and being pretty much, I guess, for New Who modern fans like myself, I guess Master Light, essentially. It's a good throwback, not gonna lie, and also, he's otherworldly. I think, like, the series' closest equivalent to, like, a Missy Pillick situation, DC-wise. And, yeah, to put it bluntly, it's pretty good. He is pretty much doing a really good job, discussing how life is like in the modern day, making it all absurd and stuff like that, like any ethereal, god would in front of the Doctor. As for the regeneration, or should I say bi-generation, scene going into Nshute's 15th Doctor, it's not bad. It's the most creative you can probably have seen in years when it comes to the show's, VFX, because, wow, in the modern era of Doctor Who, it has gone a long way and a very long journey. Yeah, I had to pre-watch some stuff in the meantime. Oh, you could have told me. I could have binge watched that 11th Doctor stuff. Yeah, and then you were having a full-blown panic attack when Toymaker over here name-dropped pretty much the last 3 Doctor errors in a row. Yeah, there is some lore chasing stuff, but like I said, has done playfully, and like I said, MPH is definitely doing a good job throwing around the accents, because I think it's an in-character thing, not to go full German, I guess, for, safety reasons in case anything. That being said, for the Spice World, I guess, cover he did when he was going, taking over Unit, hence why I think you guys are over here. Yes, how did he do it? Honestly, Kate is still trying to figure that out. Look, Lefford Stewart is many things. Titan, a battle-hardened colonel that even I could rival myself with her grandfather. But she just really can't get over the flower thing. She really can't get over the flower thing. Yeah, surprisingly, you think 60 years in the business, she could just, shake off anything as far as her family line goes. Yeah, and she just wasn't really a Spice World fan, and honestly, you're gonna do a retro review of that for British audiences, just in case, movie-wise? I don't know, maybe? Okay, we're gonna have to make some classified documents about that. Oh, yeah, we'll have to classified discussions, obviously. Yeah, obviously. How do they know you? They got better lore than you. I am the Hellfire Gala, former adjacent White Queen, and you're telling me I don't have credentials for unit security? She cool for it? More or less, if you're down for it, mate. Fish and chips? Hell yeah, we're doing fish and chips. Alright, long story short, let's get to, before we turn this into more storyline heavy for 2024, here for the channel, the bi-generation scene. Anyway, historically in the show is obviously regeneration. There's a reason why they got the bi in this one, and that's because for some reason Russell's like, look, I really like working with David over the years, and I kind of want to use him for backup projects in the past, or I don't know, canonize most of the Big Finish audio stuff, or even comics, which I think most of what was going on there. And yeah, for Nshuti, he looks great. I haven't seen his sex education days. Getting to the point, sorry, wow, my computer just really want to mess up today. But yeah, the scene was great. It had a cool bit of doubling the TARDISes over there. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how he did that. Ethereal god stuff, trust me, even I don't even know. Americans, well, good, we're on common ground. Final thoughts of all 3 specials, go. Seriously, this is dragging longer than your last video. Thanks, Emma. Okay, so for the first 2 specials, for a good 7 out of 10, a good return to form for Russell's writing, you could definitely tell. I know this, I kind of didn't talk much about the second special, but it's a bottle episode with like an ethereal, AI ideas of the universe kind of stuff, or what the internet will probably remember it as, oh, their equivalent of the Among Us episode. Yeah, they were kind of sus like that. Also, for the special, for the giggle, yeah, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Like, not gonna lie, it's probably the best attempt of Russell coming back into the fold since, like, the original show days. That all being said, MPH definitely worked his ass off trying to make this character the most chewed scenery than most Doctor Who villains have been in the past. So if you're down for that, you're gonna have a fun time there. So overall thoughts for the specials... Still straight at 8 out of 10. Like, not gonna lie, it's still a hard promise after if you are burned from the Chibnall era days with Jodie Whittaker. I understand, but it wasn't more on producers and more on BBC than you probably think of those manosphered assholes have said over the years. Yeah, more or less. And with the figure drops out of the way, let's get to the end cards So that I have a very fun time how to explain jurisdictional business when it comes to you, isn't it? Yes, go to me for his, I'm assuming, Critical Role short for episode 79 for campaign 3, and go to us here for when we cover, I guess some catch-up casting news that Jason's been wanting to do. Oh, really? Yeah! I was cooked for this! Okay, seriously, we're not using the C word here in case of copyright stuff, just letting you know now. Oh, come on, Retro! Yeah, that all being said, new, I guess, smoke effect to hear who this, to sub to the channel, hit the notification bell down below, and, to Shuti Gataway, if I got his name right. You got a lot going on, for this new version of the Doctor. I'm all willing to see it. It sounds pretty fantastic. Of a certain previous Doctor who really has a bad relationship with, with Russell that, has been resurfaced yet again. I'll leave that news post down below as usual. Until then, I'm Retrokid Review saying, happy 60 years to Doctor Who as usual, and new era who this. Let's see what you got, Suti. I think you got a lot coming on, and or coming off. I don't know which. Is that weird? Am I overthinking this? Yeah, you are. Oh, come on.